I'm Dr. Vipin Sharma, head of the Department Palliative Medicine at Sir Gangaram Hospital. So today I'm going to talk about palliative care, the continuum of palliative care. So, like, what are the different stages at which a person needs palliative care in the disease trajectory? And as we know that we provide palliative care for chronic ailments which are life-limiting in nature, that means the life expectancy of a person is affected. So it can be right at the time of diagnosis that the palliative care is included along with the curative intent. That means all the medications, the treatments that can be radiotherapy, chemotherapy or surgery itself. So those are, going to help the patient, and the aim is to cure the patient so that the disease is removed from the body entirely. And during this course, the palliative care is started, but the main focus is on the curative intent. However, palliative care at this stage is very, very important because it takes care of the early, psychosocial issues which the patient faces with, the news of such a life devastating illness. So then the stage comes when the disease has progressed and the curative treatment is not of going to be of much help. So there, instead of the curative treatment, the disease modifying or the palliative treatment starts, and here our role becomes much bigger. So apart from the psychosocial issues, we help the patient in managing the symptoms which may accompany the disease because of the disease process. So that means the patient is having several symptoms, pain, nausea, vomiting, breathlessness, etc., or convulsions because of the disease itself, and then there can be certain issues because of the treatment, either because of chemotherapy, like you may have mucositis, ulcers in mouth, gastrointestinal symptoms, diarrheas or constipation, and vomiting. Then again, because of the radiation, certain problems can be there. So we help these patients. And then as the disease progresses, another important point is, the end of life. So by end of life, we mean that, the last 1 year of life. And how do you find out about that? For that, we have a very simple question that would you be surprised if the patient doesn't, live, beyond 1 year? So that means the disease is advancing and the patient needs support, lot of family support, and lot of care in terms of physical needs because the patient's appetite decreases, the fatigue element comes, and then last phase, that is the of actively dying patient. So especially the patients who are at home, the family should not be rushing these patients to the hospital. They should know the symptoms of actively dying, and which the palliative physicians, they do talk to the family members and they tell them about it, so that the family members and the other caregivers do not panic at this last stage. And then, as you know, after death also, the palliative care physicians support the family members, and that is the bereavement period. And during this period, we help the family members. Like normal grief is for about 6 months. With the passage of time, the family members, they do recover. But in certain instances, the grief lasts for more than 6 months and it becomes a mental health issue. And during this period, if the family members are not recovering, then we provide them psychological support and refer them to a psychiatrist, as a patient may need medications.